I'm not a Swiftie by any means, but I did take time to listen to every single Taylor Swift album and watch every music video, but I haven't listened to The Life of a Showgirl yet because, well, it was just released. So to fully immerse myself in it, I'm gonna listen to it every single day for a week, like while I'm working, while I'm running, while I'm driving, or just chilling. I understand that if you are a Swiftie, then that's like a normal thing for you, but like I just said, I am not. It's almost like I played the video game of Taylor Swift and this album was just an expansion pack that was released. However, this expansion pack has two simple rules. Rule number one, each day I must listen to the album all the way through before listening to any song again. And the second one, I just have to pick my favorite 3 songs by the end of this video. As October 3rd arrived, I did like any Swiftie would do and stay up until midnight, but I only listened to like the first song because for me, it ain't that serious. What better way to start this challenge than by going for a run? I'm training for a marathon and my training run today lasts about an hour. And the album's only like 42 minutes, so I'm gonna listen to the whole thing and some afterwards. Am I looking forward to it? No, to be honest. I'm currently listening to Elizabeth Taylor because, I listened to Fate of Ophelia last night. But when I run, sometimes I tend to run to the music. And this song, it doesn't have a perfect pace for it, but it's a good pace for it. I have a break in between my reps right now, but one thing I'll say is that I'm enjoying the different vibes from a musical perspective. I'm obviously gonna look at the lyrics later, but it's just what I got now. I know people were expecting me to just kind of sit in a room, listen to it, and then give my honest feedback right then and there, but I just gotta fit this within the schedule of my life, And I just think my top 3 initially are probably Elizabeth Taylor, eldest daughter, I think is the name, and then I'm gonna say Wood, which is crazy, but that's, I haven't had the lyrical side of things yet, so that's just my musical reaction. And I was running. Even though I didn't read the lyrics yet, as I was running, I could pick up on some of the lyrics and I had some quick thoughts with some of them. One of them was on the song Opalite, where it was I had a bad habit of missing lovers past. My brother used to call it eating out the trash or eating trash, whatever. It's never gonna last. I thought that was good. And then the other one that I vividly remember was, I think it was on the song Wood, when she was like, girls, we don't need to, hang on. Girls, I don't need to catch a bouquet to know the hard rock is on the way. Now, that could be talking about her engagement. Based on the name of the song and the lyrics that I remember from the song, it could be talking about something else, but that's just 2 things that I remember. And I'm not I'm kind of waiting on people to the Swifties specifically to do a hardcore breakdown or deep dive, because in the song Opalite, it's talking about dancing through the lightning storm, and then Onyx, and then I could see some of the Swifties going oh, she probably read Fourth Wing or blah, 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 blah. And I know it might sound like I'm trying to make fun of the Swifties or whatever, but first, it's kind of a double standard. I feel like they might get made fun of for doing all their deep dive into Taylor Swift stuff, but she leaves Easter eggs for her fans all the time. Second, it's kind of the same with when the Kendrick and Drake beef was going on. People were dissecting those songs like they were surgeons or something like that. So I feel like it goes both ways in that area. Happy Taylor Swift Day! Are you ready for this?
I have heard of Taylor Swift, so let's go.
She is the eldest daughter. She's the only daughter of her.
So, are you sure her first name is not Elizabeth?
It's not Elizabeth Taylor. Later that evening, I was letting the album be my soundtrack as I cooked a quick meal, and by the end of the day, I started to pay attention to the lyrics more and more. After further review, I knew that the lyrics for the song Wood were what they were, but I actually read them, and I was just hey, yo. So what I thought meant, something referring to marriage was completely something else. I know that now. Nice. It's another beautiful day, and I don't know how much I'll be able to listen to the album just because I have a lot of stuff to do today. Or not a lot, I'll just be busy, and won't necessarily, my sunglasses, where are they? I won't necessarily be in a situation where I can just listen to the songs just regularly or consistently, maybe other than outside of the car or only in the car. And unfortunately, that was the case. I didn't get to invest that much time into listening to the album as much as I wanted to because, well, you know, life happens. So this was the day that I was able to finally spend some time and just listen to the lyrics, gather my own interpretations that were probably incorrect, to be honest, but that's okay, because I knew that I would either find or discover better interpretations from the internet, and I figured that you'd probably let me know in the comments anyway, so thanks in advance. Overall, lyrically, I feel like it wasn't her strongest. Maybe it'll grow on me, maybe it will become her strongest in my opinion. I don't know, but even before I read the lyrics, some of the lyrics that kept repeating in my head were, "You can call me honey if you want because I'm the one you want. I had a bad habit of missing lovers past. My brother used to call it eating out of the trash. It's never gonna last." That one part in the chorus of Opalite where it goes, oh, oh. At least you know who your friends are. They're the ones with matching scars. Oftentimes it doesn't feel so glamorous to be me, and then randomly I'll just have Elizabeth Taylor ring through my mind. I also understand that I might not relate to these lyrics as much as you do, and that's okay. And it's also okay that I'm not claiming to be a songwriter and know what I'm talking about either. So basically today I have two goals, I guess. The first one is I gotta ask like my friends on social media what they think of the album. And here are a few of those responses. I haven't stopped jamming. It's cute and fun and just a good time. The last couple albums I did not love right away, but did eventually. The Torture Ports department is still kind of growing on me even now. This album though, yeah, I'm obsessed. Can't stop listening. Some people have said it's cheesy, but I just feel like that's Taylor. Love it so much. This one's rough. Last one too. I love it too. I feel like people frequently hate or complain about her albums at first, but they inevitably grow on them. I'm expecting opinions to change. I love it. She said upbeat and poppy, and it's exactly that. It's the kind of album you want to, or can't help but, dance to. No one does pop music that sticks in your head as good as Taylor. It was mentioned above, but I also prefer the clean version for this one. Oh, and I think her voice sounds beautiful on this album, especially her backing vocals and ad-libs, which do show off her range. Woman has no vocal range. Some lyrics are concerning. I think she girl bossed too close to the sun. Now you might agree with these, you might disagree with some of these, or you just might think I just need some new friends, whatever. So as mentioned, I am training for the second thing is, as mentioned, I'm training for a marathon, and I knew this was coming at some point, but I have to do a long run, and of course, it's the longest run of my entire training plan, 22 miles. So, needless to say, I'm anticipating pausing the music at some point, but if I were to listen to the album all the way through without stopping, I think it'd be like maybe 3.5 times through, but we'll see. Totally just cracked my phone, by the way. But this is supposed to be a conversational pace run, so like I'm just kind of chilling, cruising. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. About 4.5 miles in, and just finished the album one time through. Whew, it's hot. I decided to stop around 12 miles, which low-key kind of disappointed in it, but my shin and my foot are hurting me really badly. And so, I mean, the saying is no pain, no gain, but in this situation, if I continue to ignore the pain, I literally won't have no gain because I might be immobile. So I need to rest up. Again, I'm disappointed. It wasn't even because of the songs like demotivating me or anything like that. I actually just ended up taking my headphones off because my headphones were bothering me. But yeah. I felt so defeated that I ended up just driving the 20 minutes back home without any music playing. Today my main goal is to actually look at people doing breakdowns of the songs or the album as a whole or whatever. And I waited this long to do that because I didn't want these breakdowns to determine my opinion of the songs, which is why I did the lyrics by myself first, and then I asked my friends, and now I'm looking towards the internet as a whole to see what the people say. And I also want to clarify, there's a difference between watching someone's reaction to the album versus someone actually breaking down the songs and lyrics. Now, before I got into that, I spent some time at work while listening to Life of a Showgirl for the 1000th time, it felt like. And I wasn't tired of it yet, to be honest. And instead of going deeper into which videos I watched or which articles I read, I'm just gonna list them in the description, at least some of them, if you're interested to check those out. Because I learned a few things like who the real Elizabeth Taylor was, the alleged drama with Charlie, Opalite and its relation to Travis Kelce, and even the hints or Easter eggs that she left of entering a new era, or the fact that the reason these songs sound so poppy and catchy is because she worked with Max Martin and Shelbeck, or Shellback, whatever, and they are producers that helped her make songs like Shake It Off, Blank Space, I Knew You Were Trouble, 22, just to name a few. I mean, there was just a lot, and some of these were just ridiculous, to be honest. Like, I just don't know how people find this stuff out. I even almost watched the New Heights interview, but honestly, I just don't have time for that right now. Maybe I'll watch it another day. But with the good also comes the bad, or not the bad, I guess, just more the objective opinions. This one I saw a lot, and it went viral a day or so or whatever after the album was released.
To be good as soon as the title was revealed, but the promo pics made me curious, so I have listened to the album in full. And now, having listened to it, the album's problem is glaringly obvious. The problem is Taylor Swift is aging out of being a white girl. Before you scroll, let me cook.
I mean, let me know what you think, or if there's something that I missed that, like, I just have to know. These last 2 days are combined together because, well, we went on a mini family vacation, so I really didn't listen to the album much, really. And my wife Abigail is in a Swiftie, so yeah. However, my main goal was to listen to the track-by-track version to get more of Taylor's point of view and her thoughts behind each song, which in the end I thought was cool, and I thought it was a refreshing way to experience an album. Although when she was describing the track Wood, I was like, okay. Even though she did say it was a very, very sentimental song. As far as my favorite songs go, I'll have to go with Opalite, Elizabeth Taylor, then The Fate of Ophelia, with Cancelled and Honey as honorable mentions. Even though I'm not really relating to each song on a personal level, I just like the metaphors or the meaning behind each song, and they're all really catchy. And besides, she did say that Opalite was probably her favorite song on this album. The reality is, love it or hate it, this album just adds to Taylor Swift's story or legacy even. And like with anything or anyone, you're gonna have lovers, you're gonna have haters, and people that are in between. And the more something or someone gains popularity, the more of those different types of people exist, and the higher the expectations are. And so far, this isn't like my favorite album, but it's also not the worst album. And who knows, as time goes on, maybe it'll sneak into my personal top 3. But you let me know what you think.
Sunday morning views quickly turns to afternoons. It's like that I can barely go and catch it, kinda how I feel with you.